everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. The first of today's 3 Jeleniowatyy decks, the Master of the Front Page, is back, and he has for us today an odd Mech Paladin deck. Odd Paladin has been around for quite a while, since the release of the Witchwood set with Baku the Moon Eater, and has proven to be time and time again one of the most resilient, aggressive decks there is around. Simply put, the upgraded hero power from the Paladin, producing 2/1/1 Silverhand recruits, is just so strong. It allows you to constantly be building a board whilst also saving resources from your hand, and allows the deck to play actually a much more impactful late game than most aggressive decks do. Now, what Jeleniowaty's done here is gone for a bit of the mech theme. A lot of people have been experimenting with this, but I think he might have hit a good balance here. So we've got a lot of the early aggressive one-drops, a lot of the typical suspects, the Argent Squires, Blessing of Might to start going under those Druid decks, Lost in the Jungle to go extra wide with your Silverhand recruits, Righteous Protector as one of the best one-drops of all time. We've also got now, instead of cards like Dire Mole or other aggressive one-drops, we've got Glowtron and we've got Mecharoo as two of the premier one-drop mechs. Glowtron, Dire Mole with upside, and Mecharoo, just a nice resilient mech, as the Joey bot that it does poop out is also a mech. Moving on to the 3-drops, we've got Bronze Gatekeeper in here, and a lot of odd Paladin decks were playing Tar Creepers, these kinds of things, to help protect those 1-drops, help protect the Silverhand recruits as well. So I think Bronze Gatekeeper makes total sense in here. We can strap this thing to a Mecharoo or a Glowtron, get in for an extra damage immediately, and also still have that big taunt backup. The Singleton Divine Favor, as always, Unidentified Mole, great in this deck, especially as we do go a little bit wide, a little bit less wide than the regular Silverhand recruit version, but still a fantastic card here, the Unidentified Mole. And now the tech cards with the Void Ripper. I don't know if Void Rippers, 2 Void Rippers is where I would go immediately. I think my personal preference would be to get a Silence in the deck. But also you have other tech options with cards like Blood Knight to help punish your opponent's Giggling Inventors, and also to potentially set up a huge bodied minion by taking the Divine Shields off of these Argent Squires, these Righteous Protectors, maybe the buffs off the Unidentified Mole, potentially make this huge threat very early on that can be very tough for a damage-based removal deck to deal with. Jumping up to the 5-drops, we get a nice thick 5-drop slot here with 8 5-drops. Fungalmancer, fantastic card, really rewards our own hero power. Giggling Inventor, the new hotness, are going to help slow the game down, and also summons a bunch of mechs that we can use to magnetize onto. Still got Level Up in here, while a bit less powerful than maybe in the other Go Wide decks. The Go Wide versions of Odd Paladin. This is still a card that your opponent has to respect. And that if you do get to turn 7 and things like that, if they leave you with 4 Silverhand recruits on the board, you can just hero power level up and create a huge amount of stats out of nowhere. So still a very important part of the matchup, even though we are going for a more mech theme. And Wargear here is one of the best reasons to be in that mech theme. Essentially a 5-mana Blessing of Kings in a way, that can also just be played on its own. But if we ever do slap a Wargear down onto one of these smaller mechs, get in for that extra 5 damage immediately, we're going to feel pretty good about that. And moving on, just the lone 7-drop here with Vine Cleaver. Jelenio has chosen to not include any Stormwind Champions or anything like that. But Vine Cleaver being one of the more impactful 7-drops that we can play, and also gives us that little bit of extra reach. So I really like the 2 Vine Cleavers, even if they are the only 7-drops in here. The things we'll be paying attention to, obviously these Void Rippers, how good they are, and if we could be playing, maybe a Silence or a Blood Knight, just kind of looking at those options. We also want to see how we feel about kind of the mech theme in general. Obviously we do lose cards like Raid Leader at the 3-drop slot. We also lose cards like Stonehill Defender, as we just don't have the room to include those, and Stonehill is one of those cards that can help us get a little bit of extra gas or find those those Sunkeeper Tarums, which is one of the best cards you can be playing in the deck, even though you can't play it. So we're going to be paying attention to those and seeing how well we can go. So we'll be back with some games. Alright, so we're here against the Mage.
I will fight with honor.
Good draw with the 1-drop. Good 1-drop to get. Mecharoo. A nice curve into an unidentified mole. So we'll see what kind of mage we are up against. Might actually open up the HS replays and the barcode. I was actually thinking, I saw that that Super Deluxe Cheap Thrills video with the Supreme brick. I was thinking I kind of want to make a brick but it doesn't say Supreme, it just says Baku on it. So every time I draw a Baku, I can pick this brick up.
Reporting for duty.
Opponent with the Golden Mage. I'm just going to jump over to HS Replay and actually check what the kind of matchup percentage is looking like. Divine Shield? Huh.
The battle! Reporting the for battle! Duty. For justice!
So the plan here is that if they don't have a Frost Nova or some kind of clear here, next turn we can like attack, then play this other Blessed Maul.
For justice! For justice! The battle! The battle! The battle! The battle!
Alright, let's see that Coin Dragon's Fury. Alright. Dex Paladin.
Let the pain speak to me.
Oh, that's weird. Our opponent didn't kill us. This is 10. We can put them to 1.
Let me think.
Is that the best option? Probably.
Protocol 7
The battle! The battle! The battle! For justice!
Job done.
Got him! Went under that thing. To battle indeed. Okay. Here, against the Hunter. Do like this kind of mech selection that we've got going on here. I think we'll keep that. Oh, because we got shooting starred. You're a monster. Now, damn it! Damn it, Baku! Where the bricks at? Lumberjack Lesnar? Oh, did he come out with like a beard and a beanie? Do we attack into the secret?
Reporting for duty.
Sure did. Predictable.
To battle!
Oh my gosh.
Astounding!
It was not our day. Today is not our day. Uh-oh.
Access denied.
Reporting for duty. To battle!
Damn it, King Mukla, here to ruin the day. Ugh. Maybe we RNG manipped our way into this situation. We should have just attacked it. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Wind Fury, no attack. What?
To battle!
The sneaky snake.
Reality breaks. Converting soul.
To battle! To battle!
I don't have a lot of gas left, unfortunately. This is kind of relying on our opponent not having some, like... This was a very risky play when we could have just traded in. Well, that's okay.
Reporting for duty.
The light protects me.
If we can make it to this Vine Cleaver. So hopefully... I mean, there's... The worst draw in our deck is the other Vine Cleaver. Because it's the only other card that we can't play. The opponent's going to try and turn the corner here. Ooh. AK, close your ear holes.
To battle!
I fight.
Let's hope they don't have a Mossy Horror. Because if they have the Mossy Horror, we're straight up dead. Though admittedly, this is looking more like Spell Hunter than anything.
To my side!
That ain't offer.
I fight.
For justice! Reporting for duty.
We won't attack. Don't think there's or any reason to hit an explosive runes or a wandering monster. Face? No. Respecting the level. Ugh. Yeah, the hits just keep coming.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. The battle!
Alright. See what our opponent's got for us. They're dead to leaving any of these Silverhand recruits up and our weapon. Now they're just dead to the weapon. Now they're not dead to the weapon. And now they're not dead to the Silverhand recruit.
The battle!
I will silence this.
Maybe we're better off going wide. The bar at the top of the screen is flashing Morse code for hello, hello, hello. What's the bar at the top of the screen?
I let the dogs out.
Well played.
Well fought.
Got him.
I concede.
Nice. Okay, up against another mage here. I think we'll just go for the full mulligan. Try and hit some low drops. 84,000 games, no data. Yeah. I mean, it has data. It's just like there's no matchup data
None will survive.
for big spell mage. Maybe if I change it to... Bit of a different situation here as we're on the coin.
An incredible
But
discovery!
it's tempo.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, it has data against tempo mage, but not against big spell mage. Raw secret. Raw secret.
Reality breaks.
Here's the explosive. I think taking
The
3.
battle! The battle!
I do kind of want to save this coin in case they have a counterspell. Use it to protect our level up a bit. War gear. War gear off the top. Let's go. Let's go.
Someday I'll be just like you!
Damn it.
Converting stored energy.
Reporting for duty.
Has anyone ever met someone who sounds like Glowtron? They kind of sound like they announce themselves as like a superhero. Converting stored energy. Surveillance system shutting down. Don't that just beat all? These Vine Cleavers are going to be extremely good in this matchup.
Let me show you the arcane.
The Spell Shifter. Mushroom power. Nightbot is going ham. It sometimes happens when because each individual message is only
Someday I'll be
has
just
like a
you.
kind of spam thing on it,
We hunger for vengeance.
rather than the bot in general.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
It's pretty dangerous if they have an Alaneth here. Very dangerous. That being said, you know, they may have to respect this as we can, you know, attack, hero power, level up. Zero respect. Okay, some respect? Zero respect. No respect.
For justice. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. The battle! The battle! Job done.
Unfortunately, this does put us dead to a fireball in 2 turns.
Science overwhelming.
Or 1. Yeah. Unfortunately, there was no way for us to clear that on the spell damage without taking at least 1 damage. I think that was a bit closer than it seemed. Our opponent with that sick shooting star. Whew.
Uther versus Arthas.
Hey. Paladin mirror.
Lordaeron! I will fight with honor.
I think we'll just go for the Glowtron here.
None will survive.
I'll check that out in a second. Ooh, odd Paladin mirror. And we're on the coin with 1,000,000 5-drops.
Converting stored energy.
Gonna need a bit of help.
The light dims, but we fight.
Converting stored energy.
Oh, it's a true mirror. Interesting that our opponent went for the 2 1-drops rather than
Reporting for duty.
the hero power. I think that's a really, really easy way to lose this game. Just
Reporting
2
for duty.
fireflies? Ugh.
Access denied.
So go for this, because if we just hero power, then it gets traded into by these. So it lets our opponent build a lot more of a board. I think we gotta hope that our opponent doesn't have like unidentified maul. Even a blessing of light would really suck.
Reality.
That's the worst one. Oh yeah. Damn it! Where's my brick? I'm so sorry to be treating you this way, AK. I know you don't like the boys. That's another thing we don't get to play in this corridor. Oh, that's not good.
Protocol 7 engaged.
It's probably not a good time for you, given that there's likely 4 giggling inventors in this game.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, if we can make it to Vinecleaver whilst being remotely alive.
The light dims, but we fight.
Reporting for duty.
It's as much of a mess as the ending of Hell in a Cell right now. I could not imagine a WWE pay-per-view not ending with a giant cluster. What's our opponent thinking here? This looks rough. How are we going to get out of this one? We probably won't. The one thing we do have is Flying Cleaver.
Reporting for duty.
No, I don't think we're making it out of this one.
Reporting for
1,
duty.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Sure.
Mushroom power.
Even then, they get a free trade with these, so.
Well, the
See where our
victory
opponent
is
played. They had a much quicker start than us, and that's kind of one of the disadvantages of playing a really thick 5-drop slot. Sometimes you're gonna draw a bunch of 5-drops, but I still think it's nice and strong. So we'll try and get one more. Try and get one more win. Okay, we are here with the deck, Jeleniowaty's Odd Mech Paladin, and I really enjoyed playing the deck. I think this is an interesting twist on the Odd Paladin archetype. It's something that if you've been playing Odd Paladin for a long time and you want that little, an extra zest of lemon, then Mech is that zesty lemon. Overall, it felt pretty good. I'm still not convinced by these Void Rippers. I'd like to try some Blood Knights or some Iron Beak Owls or something in this slot. I think that's pretty important. I'd also like to try maybe getting some Corridor Creepers in here. Just feels like we do want a nice way to kind of come back from our opponent, hitting a Hellfire or something like that. But yeah, ultimately, I think the mech part feels competitive, but it does have a slightly clunky element to it. War Gear, outside of having a mech on the board, is just an okay 5-drop. Amongst other things, but a fantastic deck. Big thanks to Jeleniowatyy. If you're watching on YouTube, all the links will be down in the description, including a link over to their YouTube channel, to their Twitch page. Go check them out. Fantastic content creator from Poland. You can also check out all of my social details, including a link over to Twitter. The best place to catch me if you do have a deck you want me to check out, you want something cool you want me to see, hit me up on Twitter or hit me up here on YouTube or over on the new Wavepool Discord. Until next time, though, please stay safe and stay wavy.